As an advocate of a really revolutionary reform in terms of our governmental structure, don't you run the risk of being accused of being a constructionist or a rationalist?
No. I'm quite sure this has to be gradually achieved once the ideal is recognized, and institutions have, of course, to be designed, even if they're developed. I only object against the whole thing made to single designed institution, but that our spontaneous order of society is made up of a great many organizations as a technical sense, that within an organization design is needed, and that some degree of design is even needed in the framework within which the spontaneous order operates. I would always concede, I have no doubt about this. I mean, of course, up here against a certain conflict with some of the modern anarchists. But I believe there's one convincing argument why you can't leave even the law to voluntary evolution. The great society depends on your being able to expect that any person any stranger you encounter in a given territory will obey the same system of rules of law. Otherwise, you're dealing with people, would be confined to people whom you do know. Mm-hmm. And the conception of some of our modern anarchists that you can have clubs which agree on one law, another club, would make it just impossible to deal with any stranger. So in a sense, you have, at least for a given territory, a uniform law, and that can only exist if it's enforced by government. So the only qualification you must have is that the law must consist of abstract rules equally applicable to all, referring to an unknown number of future instances and so on.
If the spontaneous order has a beneficial effect on legal institutions, would the United States, for instance, be better off just to abolish the federal government and to have 50 state governments try different institutions?
What I would favor in a case like this is to have a common law, in my sense, of general rules, but devolve practically all governmental functions to smaller units. When I dream of all governmental functions performed by local units competing with each other for citizens.